Welcome back to Star Ocean Sessions, where I am playing through and creating content for all the games in the series. Today we are up to the black sheep of the series, Star Ocean 5 Integrity and Faithlessness. It not only has a stupid name, but is also widely considered by far the worst game in the Star Ocean series. Many fans thought that this entry would mark the end of the series, which is why the announcement of Star Ocean 6 The Divine Force surprised so many. If you've been following Star Ocean Sessions, you'll know that my opinions on some of these titles differ from the majority. But what about Star Ocean 5? Is it as bad as people say? I came into this game expecting the worst, and honestly, I don't think it's all that bad. I mean, it is far from the best in the series, and it does make some terrible decisions, but there are still some good things happening here. Before we get into it, if you liked this review, it would help me out a lot to hit that like button and sub for more Star Ocean and RPG content. Also, tell me what you thought of this game. Do you hate it as much as most? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, let's do this. Star Ocean 5 is set between Star Ocean 2 and 3 on the planet of Faithlessness 4. And by Star Ocean, I mean Land Ocean, because that's about all you're going to get, land and ocean, with a serious lack of star travel. Unlike the rest of the series, the entire game is set on a single planet with a few sections that are set in space. After the large variety of planets we were given in Star Ocean 4, this was very disappointing. Anyway, the two main characters, childhood friends Fidel and Nikki, soon stumble across a mysterious young girl, and the role that she plays is where the sci-fi story begins. The story of Star Ocean 5 is very underwhelming. There isn't anything here that ever engaged me, and there is a good reason for this. The style of storytelling here is something similar to that of an MMO-RPG. The majority of the story is delivered without traditional cutscenes. Just about everything is seamless, and while this is a good idea in theory, it didn't work well here. During these sections of story delivery, characters will talk around you while you walk around slowly within the confines of an imaginary red boundary. Here, we have subtitles that don't give you an indication of who's talking, a lack of facial expressions because you're too busy looking at characters' backs, and odd pauses that make you wonder if the scene has ended or not. There's even emotes. Emotes in a single player game. Really? Also, the amount of times that I was forced to walk to my destination, wowee. Go son, go, you can do it!
You're late. Sorry about that.
Whoa, I'm late? Did you just say I was late? Oh, for f***'s sakes. The cast of characters are also pretty hit and miss, and I will no doubt forget most of them by the time I publish this review. The character designs are... I'm gonna let you decide on this one. What is Fiore wearing? How does her mother let her leave the house like that? Oh shit, my controller has a natural drift. Yeah. The majority of the character development is presented through private actions, which are a staple of the Star Ocean series, but things are a little bit different here.
No. We often exercise together at the training hall, but I never actually learned how to use a sword.
Viewing all of these PAs are much less guide dependent. You basically run to a section of town where your party members will scatter, then you simply have to walk up to them to initiate the PA. There are loads of these to watch, except that it is clearly a case of quantity over quality, with some PAs only featuring one single line of dialogue. Some PAs are also automatically initiated when running around the world, and I have always been a fan of this type of party banter. Unfortunately, entering battle will completely cease the conversation, forcing you to stop and wait around if you want to hear them all. I do like what they attempted here in terms of evolving the PA system, even if most of them did need a little more substance. Star Ocean 5 is clearly the best looking game in the series, with the towns in particular looking great. These towns are interconnected by several fields full of monsters to slay and resources to harvest. But it really doesn't take long to realize how small in scale Star Ocean 5 actually is. The planet of Faithlessness 4 is not much different in size than the explorable area of Roke in Star Ocean 4, and certainly a load smaller than Ellicor 2 from Star Ocean 3. This is of course very disappointing when there is only one single planet to explore through the entire game. In terms of audio, the voice acting gets a pass, but you know, I played this directly after listening to Limmel K everything for 50 hours, so my perception here may be a little off.
Hey?
One thing that is clear, however, is the outstanding soundtrack composed once again by Motoi Sakuraba. Now, haters gonna hate here because nearly 30 of the 72 tracks are from the Star Ocean 3 and Star Ocean 4 soundtracks, so I can see why people have an issue with this. However, these old tracks are great, plus there are 40 odd new tracks, some of which sound incredible, so you can make your own mind up about this one. Like the rest of the game, getting into combat is seamless. Run into an enemy and the battle will start. You control one character at a time but can switch between all 6 on the fly. Yep, you heard me right. There are 6 controllable characters waving those shiny weapons around all at once, not including another AI party member who just runs around doing nothing productive at all. This combat goes back to its Star Ocean 3 roots, with each character able to equip a short-ranged weak attack, a short strong attack, a long weak attack, and a long strong attack. These abilities combo into each other with ease while increasing the damage output each time without requiring any timing whatsoever. There's no fury either, so you can basically just combo moves together all day long. MP usage soon becomes a non-issue, so spamming combo after combo was my strategy 99% of the time. It is so simple and so repetitive, but also quite relaxing, as you can become a wrecking ball with little to no skill or effort. Now, there is a rock, paper, scissors mechanic where weak beats strong, strong beats guard, and guard beats weak, but the way that these battles actually play out, it can be completely ignored. You see, with a party of 7 running around the small battlefield, things can get chaotic with so much happening at once. The few times that I tried to experiment with this rock, paper, scissors system, my allies would just jump in for the kill, or the enemy would target someone else. There's just no point when I can spam the same combo over and over again for instant results. The only time I had any trouble was with the stupid missions where you had to protect Anne while she hacks into systems. Here we have enemy after enemy only trying to attack Anne, and if she dies, and she will die, game over. Another new mechanic is the Reserve Rush mode. As you attack enemies and meet certain conditions in battle, your gauge will increase, allowing you to unleash a limit break style attack. However, this also ties into your battle bonus, which increases the amount of EXP, SP, and fold you receive after battle. So basically, if you use this super powered move, you won't get any bonuses, and I didn't like this at all. Star Ocean 4's bonus board mechanic was perfect, and I felt that this bonus system was a huge step backwards. If you're going to have 6 AI party members, there better be a good tactic system, right? Fortunately, there is. It is actually incredibly well designed and easily among my favorite AI tactic systems of all time. Each character can equip 4 different roles which can be upgraded over time. Each role has both tactics that dictate how the ally will act, but also factors which may increase stats or provide other benefits in battle. The defender tactic, for instance, will cause an ally to target tough foes plus guard more often. The healer tactic, however, focuses on casting healing spells while providing a buff to maximum MP. There are a massive 100 roles that can be unlocked by various means and then upgraded, providing countless ways to build your party. This system is near perfect, with my only issue being that sometimes the factor descriptions are very confusing. The dead man walking role is described as battle, invink, const, dumiger, short, You're going to need a PhD in mind reading if you want to understand that one. Damn it, right analog stick! The most fun I found in Star Ocean 5 was in the grind. The grinding loop of taking on quests in towns, killing monsters in the field, obtaining required materials for item creation, spending my SP on roles and specialties, and then returning back to town was always a lot of fun. While the quests themselves aren't very interesting, they are all neatly organised on a quest board and provide loads of valuable rewards, and this provides great incentive to complete most of them. Many of these quests unlock specialties such as fishing, which allows you to harvest fish, or mechanology, which increases your chances of obtaining loot from mechanical enemies. The majority of these specialties and roles can be leveled up by using SP, and this meant that I always had something to work towards. Item creation also makes a return through our favourite annoying friend Welch, who is as annoying as ever. She has her own quest line, and completing these quests will unlock access to the many different types of item creation such as smithery and alchemy. There are loads of items to create, and creating them all will require a lot of time and effort, as many items are very hard to come by. And as with the previous Star Ocean games, you're also able to augment your equipment with different factors, which becomes increasingly important for the post-game and higher difficulty settings unlocked once you complete the game. Finally, there is item synthesis, but I never really gave this a go, as selecting specific items to combine seemed so random and very guide dependent if you actually want results. For such a short, small-scale game, there is still a decent amount of optional content to sink your teeth into. I went into Star Ocean 5 expecting the worst, and that may have something to do with the fact that I didn't find it all that bad. However, I can absolutely see why it disappointed so many, especially after Star Ocean 4, which is my personal favourite in the series. Star Ocean 5's story is mediocre at best, but this really isn't helped by the MMO style. The lack of cutscenes just don't allow this story to be delivered as effectively as it could have. To make things worse, the game is very small in scale compared to previous entries, taking place only on a single planet, and I really wanted more here. The combat also leaves a lot to be desired. Its chaotic nature and poor use of its core mechanics was a wasted opportunity. Fortunately, the chaos of having 6 AI party members is well supported by an excellent AI role system. This is something that I would love to see more of moving forward. But the best moments I had with Star Ocean 5 was during the grind. Taking on quests, earning SP, and upgrading my roles and specialties was a lot of fun. What did you think of Star Ocean 5? Was it really the worst in the series? Let me know in the comments below. This was Star Ocean Sessions, thanks for watching. I am now officially up to date with the Star Ocean series, ready to dive into Star Ocean 6, the Divine Force, later this year. If you want more Star Ocean or RPG content, you know where to sub. Also, hit like if you enjoyed this review. See you next time.